Hi, I'm Mike. I'm going to show you how to make a book from WordPress Content using Print My Blog Pro and why it's so much better than copying and pasting into Microsoft Word. So Print My Blog Pro makes writing documents in WordPress as easy as writing on your blog. So here I have a website all about a WordPress meetup I helped run for a year. It has blog posts and event data from an events plugin. So I want to make a book from it. So let's do it. Now I've already installed Print My Blog Pro, so I'm just going to go to it. And I'm going to create a new project. You can put everything in one project or create different projects for different years of content or different topics or whatever. This book will be about the WordPress 15th anniversary party we had and how we get the group started. So getting started. And WP15. Now we got to choose a format. The digital PDFs are intended for reading online. For example, they will usually keep hyperlinks and have background colors, whereas print-ready PDFs are meant for printing on your home printer or sending to a printing service. And they'll be designed for left and right pages and replace hyperlinks with page references and footnotes, and usually have smaller images, that sort of thing. I hope to include an EPUB and Word documents format soon too, but for now it's just these two types of PDFs. I'm going to create this project for both types of PDFs. So this will take a few more steps this way. Now I choose the design I'll use for the digital PDF of my project. The design affects the look of the PDF, similar to a WordPress, how a WordPress theme affects the look of your website. Each has distinct intentions and options. There aren't many yet, but there are lots of options, and a web designer can create their own using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, just like a website. I'm going to use the classic one. Now, designs are shared between projects, so you can customize your design once, and all the other projects will have the same look, or use different designs and have different looks. There's lots of options here, as you can see, but I'll highlight just a couple. This one here has all the options for what content to appear on the title page and what content to appear in each post. There's options for automatically resizing images and intelligently placing images or moving images around, and what to do with hyperlinks. For now, I'll just leave all these settings as is. Next, I'm going to choose the design for the print-ready PDF. Again, lots of different options. I'll just go for the classic, basic one. And it has all of its own design options as well. These can all be different. Well, many of them are the same. There's many of the same options, but you can use different values for them if you want from the digital PDF. I'm just going to leave them as is for now. Now I'm going to pick content for my website to add and quickly create the overview of my book. I can search and filter on the left and then drag posts from the middle into the project on the right. Front matter is usually stuff like title page, table of contents, introduction. That's usually numbered with Roman numerals, and main matter is usually numbered with regular digital or regular numbers. So you probably want to add at least some content just for this project. Anyways, first what I will do is I will create an introduction. So this is something that doesn't already exist on my blog. So this is going to be a print material, so it's only going to appear in here. And I can edit it however I want in a separate window. All about this book. Of course, I do something much better. And then I close it, come right back to my project. And you can also divide your project up into parts. I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to create a part heading. So this is going to be called Getting Started. And I'm going to drag some of my posts and pages from when we were getting started into there. So let's see here. I'm going to use order by date instead of by title. So now I'm seeing the first posts appear first. And here we go. Let's add a few of them down underneath this getting started part. Load a couple more. Here's some information about the venue where we had the event. And here's our notes about the event. Now I'm going to create another part about the 15th anniversary party that we had. And I'm going to set it to order by title again, but this time I'm going to use the search function. I'm going to search for the 15. And here I'm going to add this one and this post. And there, I'm pretty happy with the contents of my small project. Then I just click save and continue on. Then lastly, there may be some other info about your project that's needed. For EPUBs, this will probably include things like the book categories, but for now there's not much to change here, so we'll just continue. And now let's generate the digital PDF. Now this will have a watermark in it, actually quite a few watermarks, and you can create as many of these watermarked PDFs as you want until you're happy with it, and you don't have to spend any money at all for doing that. So here we are. So this first page here is created by the design, but you can replace it with a custom title page or remove this title page altogether if you want. The table of contents is styled by the design, and you can see it has the part headings or design or look slightly different, and content that's in the front matter is Roman numerals instead of these decimal numbers. So let's jump straight to our main matter. So here's our part title about getting started. And here's the first post. Here's another one. Now, one thing to notice here is that the part title appears on every page besides the first page of each part on the top left corner. And the article title appears in the top right corner, and that keeps repeating. And here's the page numbers. And I think that's it for things that show from this one. Let's look at the digital PDF, or not the digital, the print ready PDF. All right, here we go. So print ready PDFs are designed for a two-page layout. So we're going to switch my PDF viewer to view as a two-page layout. And usually in books, we start off with the right page when you just open the front cover. Make it bigger. And you see this is a print-ready PDF, so there's no blue hyperlinks because this is meant to be printed, so you're going to pretend you're reading this on paper. And we're going to skip right ahead here. Another cool thing is that, see this here on the website, the 15th anniversary party is a hyperlink, but here it's being changed to a page reference. So it says page 22 is the party, the content we're referencing here. And this here is actually an important thing. This looks just like a regular image. It looks fine in this the PDF here. But if we go visit the actual post on the blog, you'll see that that's not a regular image. That's actually from a shortcode, which is actually a 360 image that I took. Hey, here's me, which is pretty cool. And I've integrated Print My Blog to instead replace 360 images like this, which look great on the website and will not work on a printed page. Instead, they get replaced by just a static image, which looked a bit like this. Or actually, I took another regular picture right afterwards. So that's pretty well it for things I can think of, oh, I guess other interesting things about this. Let's jump around here. So the layout here for this print-ready PDF is a little bit different. Notice the page numbers alternate sides, like you would expect in a 2-page layout book. And the top left corner, or the left page, has the project, or the part title. And the right page has the article title, just so you can keep track of what you're reading and where you are. And one other main advantage of keeping this all in WordPress rather than copying and pasting is what happens if you notice a typo, especially if it's a typo that's in maybe some content on your blog. Maybe I think I want to change something here. Well, I can go to that post and change it. Where's my? Usually there's a edit event. Here we go. Edit our event. And now this change will appear in my blog and when I regenerate the PDF using Print My Blog. So that'll all be affected. So this way you can avoid copying and pasting and now maintaining 2 different copies of your content. You've just got your content in one place and you just recreate the PDF or recreate the print to the PDF, and it'll all work much more smoothly than if you're copying and pasting back and forth. I'll show you which. There you go. We will have advertisers. Now I want to show off some of the different designs. So we're going to, instead of using the classic digital design, we'll switch to this 2-column design. It's got all different options. We'll skip all those for now. We'll just show you how different it looks. And this design is probably better for a newsletter or a simple magazine. There's our nice little 2 columns. There's a nice little image that spans the 2 columns. Most images fit nicely in 1 column. Anyways, or let's look at a much more colorful digital PDF. This one uses some background images and background colors. And this is really might give you some ideas for what you can do for your company or organization, because this is all just done in HTML. Again, this is the same project, just different choices in content. There's a nice little recurring logo. And we've got a background color because you're just viewing on a screen. You're not paying for the ink, so that's fine. There, we can even have really big images on a digital PDF if you want. And I think that's about it. So that's how I created these documents. But I could also have, here I'll show you another print-ready PDF I created from the same website, but this has just got a lot more stuff in it. This one has a copyright page, a little introductory page, a way bigger table of contents, and it's got some back matter too in it. And yeah, so you can have lots of different projects like this. Other uses, you could make a monthly newsletter. You can make an event handout or a lead magnet, so people sign up to read about a PDF about whatever topic you think people might be interested in. You can create presentation slides to put on SlideShare, or you could write an entirely new book, all with original content that doesn't appear on your website. So this, you could usually, this allows you to use WordPress to create books that aren't even on your website if you want, or from content that's not even on your website. So I hope this gives you a good idea of some of the things that are possible with Print My Blog. And if you have any questions or suggestions, or if you want to share your thoughts on other uses that you can think of for this software, please let me know. Thank you very much.